It's Sharif and we're at the Halifax office recording a video on how to add the printers in this office to a PC. So first thing you have to do is connect and make sure you're connected to the RLP network or RLP mobile. If you're not, this process will not work. Then you go to Google and you Google Ricoh 6004 driver. Usually the first link is the one you want. Click on that. It will determine what your operating system is. So if it's 8, you'll see this saying 8. And you download this driver here. Once you download it, normally it goes into the downloads folder. I think in my case here I downloaded it to the desktop, so it's saved right there, as you can see. So when you extract that file, when you unzip it or uncompress it, I'm just going to show you here, it ends up in the file in the temp folder. It's that one there. So you see how the file ends in L16, and this is L16. So this is the file uncompressed. Once you've done these two steps, you're ready to add the printer. So you go to the, actually if you go here or go here and type control panel, you have a very easy way of adding this. So you go to devices and printers, and going back just in case, if this says large icons, I don't know why it's blinking like that for me. It's devices and printers still. Sometimes it says categories, so you might have to watch out for that. You click add printer, and you don't want to allow it to find it, because when it does find it, it will add it in a method that will not work for you. So you go to TCP/IP. You don't want to go to auto detect, you want to add it like that, and you add this IP here, .10.9, and .9 will be the far side one. That's the one farther away from the door. So as soon as you walk into the mailroom, you'll find one on your immediate right. That's the one we call the color one, and the other one is .9. That one is the farther away one. They both can do color. Anyways, you hit next, and you don't want to choose it from here. You just say I have a disk. It allows you to browse for it. We go to this PC, temp, there it is. You go to disk 1, and there's the file. It'll give you the options that work, and we want this one. When you click next, it adds it. I would call it Ricoh color far side or mailroom, whatever you like. You could call it whatever you like. Because in the past this actually used to be the black and white one, so I just call it black and white mailroom. Although again, it can do color. So you hit next. You hit yes for the screen that pops up afterwards saying that the software on your computer is going to change, and you're almost done, but not quite. So when this finishes, if you try to print, it may not print. There's one thing you have to add, which is your printing code. I'm going to show you how to do that. And you get your printing code from speaking to the folks at the front desk. So you don't want to hit print test page because it probably will fail. And when you find it here, you just go to printer properties. It talks to the printer, or the copier actually. And you go to preferences, in detailed settings, and on job setup, you put your 4-digit code in here. I'm not going to put anything in there because I don't even know my own code, but after you finish putting your code in, you hit apply. So it's going to go 0000, and you hit apply, and then OK, and then that is saved. If you hit a print test page, that color one usually works without a code, but it should be just printing black and white for you. The other printers that you add use the same exact IP, except instead of 9 at the end, it uses 15. So we're going to go through this process as well. So just in case you didn't notice it, we go add printer. I don't want to have it listed. I'll find it myself. You go next, not auto detect. So this is a good little recap on how to find these printers. .15, and you go done. I don't want to choose one of the ones it gives me. I'm going to say I have the disk. Browse, and it actually goes to the right folder. If you click this little drop down, it'll show you a tree or a subfolder path to where you're at. So we're at the right path already. So we're going to choose the driver again. We know it's a 6004. We hit next. Yes, use it, and call it Ricoh color mail room. Just the OCD, pardon me, I can't have that O be uppercased. When you hit next, it'll do its thing and finish. In this video, I'm also going to show you how to add a black and white one. This video is pretty simple, and I'm also going to show you a bit of troubleshooting here as well. So there's the Ricoh color. It talks to it again. Remember, we go to Preferences, Device Settings, Job Setup. I'm going to put 0000 and hit Apply. And I'm actually going to try printing a test page. And when you see this thing say print test page successful, so remember, I sent it to the printer with this IP, which is 15. And we're going to just surf to this printer by, going to talk to it. And then I could go here and then go to Job and go to Job History. And my test page completed. So you can see that it completed. Some people send them and store them. If it didn't work, it will say access denied or restricted. I think if I scroll through some of the pages, I'll be able to find some jobs that are restricted, perhaps. Nope, everybody's been having success. Yep, so everybody's been printing fine. Last thing I wanted to show you was how to add the black and white one in the hallway. So now that we've added the two color ones in the mail room, we're going to go Add Printer. Printer isn't listed. The IP, and I don't want it to auto-detect it. And it's 192.168.10.240. And we're going to hit Next. And this one's actually a really easy printer because you don't have to find drivers for this printer because it only prints black and white and it's pretty native to the operating system, so the operating system knows it. Which I know might sound a bit technical, but I'll show you what I mean in a second. So you just say, I have a Ricoh, and you go Ricoh class driver. And if you hit next, call it Ricoh BW hallway. And of course, if you find that I'm typing too fast or going too fast through these videos, you're more than welcome to pause them or replay them again. They're not movies in the theater or anything. You could always obviously replay them. So after it finishes, it's called Ricoh black and white in the hallway. You hit You hit printer properties and you say print test page, and we'll do that self-diagnosis bit again to find out if it printed. You go to IP 240, it talks to the copier, and I think if I go to Job and Job History, I should see a test page there saying it successfully worked. And for some reason that's not going there. At this stage of the game, of course, if you want to keep watching, you're more than welcome to, but I am simply trying to see if that printer printed. And sometimes these copiers, they're left on and running for days and weeks on end, so sometimes they need to be restarted. In this case here, it seems to be fine. If I go to Job History, it should take me to Job History. And there it goes, and there's my test page, and it says it completed it. That's all, folks. That's all I want to go over with you as far as how to add the printers. The process is quite simple. Take care.